my Premier League Game Week 38 predictions. Hello guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today we're doing my Premier League Game Week 38, the last Premier League game week of this season. A fantastic season. And in today's video, we're not going to be doing Norwich versus Tottenham and like stuff like that. We're going to be doing it in categories. So there's nothing to play for games, relegation games, Europa League, Champions League, and title. 5 categories, 2 games in each. That's mental. And I've worked everything out, and it is all of that. I just thought it's better, do it separately. Talk about the relegation. Talk about who I think I will win the title this season. Champions League's up for spots. Europa League is up for grabs as well. Relegation is still really, really tense. And some teams don't have anything to play for, but they're playing teams who have something to play for. That's why. So, should we start off with the first one, which is nothing to play for games? Get the boring stuff out the way, shall we, with Chelsea versus Watford. Chelsea have not had a bad season, third, and, compared to what they were in November, December, they were, first, something like that. They played Tottenham, they were winning the league. They've dropped off a lot. I don't know if that's to be expected, but they have definitely got third spot. I can't see Chelsea either losing 22-0, 22-0. Losing 22-0, or Tottenham winning 22-0. Yeah, or something like that. 18-0, I think. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, so Chelsea to lose 18-0 or Tottenham to win 18-0. I just do not see that happening. Honestly, I just do not see that happening. That would not happen. Alright, something to add up to like that. So definitely Chelsea have got third, comfortably got third. Now, Watford have had a bit of a downward spiral, and they're 19th. And they could be last at the end of this game. They lose to Chelsea and Norwich beat Tottenham, which is very unlikely. Chelsea, they look good. Rudiger's leaving. They got a few other players going, and they just need to regroup next season, try and push for the title again, try and get on a massive push. I'm going to go Chelsea 2, Watford 0. It'll be pretty comfortable for Chelsea. I don't think there'll be any hassles, any worries, any problems there for Chelsea. But yeah, moving on to Leicester City versus Southampton. Another game that has nothing to play for, even for Conference League. Leicester don't have anything to play for, or maybe have something to play for 8th. But yeah, there's nothing to play for. Southampton have just survived, basically. Just being too good, kept them survived. So it's going to be very interesting. Leicester have had a bit of a better. They've had definitely a better end to season than start of the season. They do look very good. Leicester, I think Southampton, they're just a bit poor. They're a bit up and down this season. They're now 15th, 5 points off the drop. So 2 or 3 more games they could have got relegated. So yeah, Southampton definitely need to worry about that. I'm going back Leicester. They've just had a brilliant end to the season. 3-1 Leicester for me. They're just definitely a better side than Southampton, and they'll comfortably wipe them out of the park. Now, moving on to the first category. I'm going to go from relegation to title. So it's relegation. It's between Burnley and Leeds. Both things are both on the same points. Leeds have to better Burnley's result to survive, because their goal difference is just they just can't get back from that. They were minus 38, Burnley were minus 18. They just cannot come back from that. And honestly, they have to better Burnley's result. And away to Brentford is a difficult game. Honestly, we'll start off with Brentford Leeds. You know, Brentford have had a very good first start, good to the season. Honestly, do I think Brentford could do second season syndrome or something? Well, yeah, could happen. You know, we all thought that would happen to Leeds, and it did. So I don't know. I think that could actually happen. So Brentford need to watch out for that. They've comfortably survived by 11 points at the most. They win this, they get on to 49. They're so close hitting the 50 mark in their first ever season of the Premier League. Very well done to Brentford. Yeah, Leeds have had a absolute horror show. Marsh, terrible. He's went on a little bit of a good run as manager, but now he's just shambles. I'm going to back Leeds, just the power and the fight to try and win this game, the belief and that just a little bit more about them. I think we'll just sneak them over the line to win 1-0, which now that definitely puts the pressure on Burnley. Should get into the Burnley game, so at the moment I put Leeds to win, so Burnley just have to beat Newcastle at home. I think the Burnley fans will go mental. They just need to win. It doesn't matter if the Leeds win. If they win, they survive. If they draw, Leeds win, they are out. And if they lose Burnley and Leeds draw, then they're relegated as well. There's just so much to do. Everton were nearly in this position, but they won yesterday at the time of recording, Thursday. They had an extraordinary comeback with Crystal Palace. So fair play to them. But Burnley, they do just look good, don't they? Their manager, I think, is better than Marsh. Michael Jackson is better than Marsh. A better manager. I think a few of their players are going to be fired up. They've got a massive point against Aston Villa. Grandia fouled the Burnley player. Ashley Barnes could have relegated Leeds. How mad is that? They wouldn't relegate them. They would have been still mathematically, able to survive, but it would have been very hard. Then Grandia scored the goal to equalise. So a very well earned point for Burnley, and that puts them in the driving seat for this game. And I'm going to back them to win as well. 1-0 to Burnley. I think Leeds and Burnley will 4-4-2 it and just somehow win. I don't know. I know somehow win. And for me, it'd be Leeds, Watford and Norwich going to the Championship. And Leeds done all they can. Burnley have done all they can. What will happen on the final day of the season? I'm intrigued. Moving on to the third category, and that is the Europa League. Crystal Palace, Manchester United, Brighton, West Ham. It's between West Ham and Manchester United. No, can Ten Hag be playing? Can he be playing Conference League football? To be fair, he could, and it's between Man United and Crystal Palace. I think Man United, have the harder test. Crystal Palace are such a good side. Plus, they're both away, to be fair. So, Palace somehow lost to Everton, so Man United will be on. They won't be on that good form. And Man United have been just woeful this season. I don't think they even deserve Europa League. They deserve Conference League. It's been a joke for the Manchester United players. Some of them just don't want to turn up at all, and it's a bit frustrating for the United fans. I can see why it would be very frustrating. I think it's Brighton. They look Man United, they just do look a bit poor. Pogba, I think, is leaving. Lingard's probably going to leave. Loads of their players are going to leave, and it's just been a shambles this season at Man United. They'll be lucky to get Europa League. They definitely deserve Europa League, Conference League. They were like a few months ago. They were in the shout of Champions League. They were never. Tottenham and Arsenal are way better than Man United. It showed in loads of games, and United are just poor. They're just poor. And losing 4-0 to Brighton proves my point. I'm going to go Crystal Palace 2, Man United 2. Which will get them on 59 points, and West Ham will need to win against Brighton. So should we move on to that? Brighton versus West Ham United. West Ham, from the Europa League, from the semi-finals of the Europa League to now drop into the Conference League. That would have been a bit of a downgrade. West Ham haven't had a bad season, especially they were literally focusing Europa League, which I can see why. They got to the semi-finals and so unlucky to lose. It's very unfortunate for the West Ham players. But they could get Europa League again and try and get Europa League, try and get one further, the final, maybe win it. So, Brighton though are no mugs, they're 10th, they're only 3 places behind. They're only, 8 points off West Ham, which Brighton have had a very, very good season. They needed a striker. They didn't get a striker. They just have Malpine. He's been banging in a few goals here, left, right, and centre. Trossard has been, and they just got a few talented players there. McAllister's another one. Welbeck's actually been banging in a few goals here and there. There's a few there. Lewis Dunk as well. They've got some very good names in their team. They're very underrated, Brighton. You have to watch out for them next season. They only got a -4 goal difference. That's not a bad goal difference for being 10th. So West Ham really need to watch out away as well for West Ham. Brighton are unbelievable at home. 4-0 against Man United. I know it's Man United, but still 4-0 against Man United is brilliant. I think West Ham had to fight to get Europa League and to get one better next season. I'm going to go Brighton 1, West Ham 2. Which would mean West Ham will get Europa League. Moving on to the Champions League category. Arsenal, Everton and Norwich versus Tottenham. Starting off with Arsenal, Everton. Arsenal are 5th. They could have been in a driving seat if they didn't lose to Newcastle 2-0. Pretty embarrassing there for Arsenal. And now they have to rely on Norwich City getting at least a point. And a point wouldn't even do it. 15 more goal difference Tottenham are. They are just not getting top 4. Norwich would have to beat Tottenham. Bottom of the table, Norwich will have to beat Champions League spot Tottenham for Arsenal to get Champions League. Football's football. Anything could happen here. Arsenal could lose to Everton. Arsenal have to win to have any chance of getting Champions League. And they've got a few good players. They've got Saka, Odegaard, Smith Rowe, Lacazette. Even though Ramsdale was actually a really good keeper. They've got a few very, very good names. And this team, you should never write off Arsenal. They do bottle stuff, and so do Tottenham. So can Tottenham somehow lose to Norwich? Honestly, there's bottle and there's that. So honestly, you never know. I think Arsenal will get the job done against Everton. They're at home to Everton. Everton could have been fighting relegation, but then they beat Palace and survived. I'm going to go 2-0 Arsenal. I think Arsenal will definitely put the pressure on Tottenham to get the job done. I don't think Tottenham will struggle that much. We'll go to my prediction after this. But yeah, Arsenal 2-0 against Everton. Moving on to Norwich City versus Tottenham. Tottenham have to win. Or they pretty much have to draw. That's it. They draw, they get top 4. So it's definitely in their hands, Tottenham. And their display, scrape a 1-0 over Burnley. Burnley relegation fighters, away from home as well. And to scrape a win is fantastic. 1-0, who cares? You put the pressure on Arsenal and Arsenal folded. So, well done to Tottenham for beating Burnley away from home. That's such a Brexit Burnley club. And you've managed to survive, win the game. And then Arsenal folded against Newcastle. Brilliant. That's what That's what you needed that's what you needed that weekend. So well done to Tottenham for that, that's for sure. Against Norwich, which, they should win. They don't. There's bottle, and then there's bottle, and then there's that. There's it's like 10 feet under the ground, like 25 feet under the ground. That much of a bottle. If they lose to Norwich, but I'm not. I'm gonna go 3-0 Tottenham. I think Kane, Son, and Son again. I think Son double and a Kane goal to win 3-0 for Tottenham. Comfortable game, comfortable result. And now moving on to the corker, to the West Midlands corker. Sorry, the West Midlands. It's Manchester City versus Liverpool, the title race. It's Man City versus Aston Villa, Liverpool versus Wolves, both at home. Man City have to win. They have to win. Liverpool have to win. Who has got the bottle? Are they both going to win? Are they both going to win? Or, are they not? Should we start off with Manchester City versus Aston Villa? Man City at home, it's a tough place to go. And I was thinking, it's just written in the stars. The stars already shining, isn't it? That Coutinho's going to score a last-minute equaliser for Liverpool to win the league. That's just written in the stars. And yeah, that draw, I put a video out of it because I knew it was such a big draw. Those drop points for Manchester City against West Ham are massive. Are absolutely massive. And that missed penalty from Riyad Mahrez could have costed Manchester City the title. And Man City, fans and players will really think about the Mahrez miss against West Ham. They'll think about other chances where they should have won. Southampton, they drew 1-1, I think. Should have won there. Palace, how did you lose to Palace at home 2-0? Should have won there. The two draws against Liverpool were very good points for them as well. Very good points. The double loss over Tottenham. Thinking about that, your title races, their Champions League races, we've got to add up a few of these situations if they lose. I think Villa, they're sort of round the same level under Stevie G. They had a massive momentum boost going when he signed, when he came to the club, but it's dropped off a little bit. They don't have too much. They have nothing to play for. And this season is just survive, go around next season, and try and push for at least top 10, top 8, which is definitely their goal. CVG, anything's possible. Honestly, anything is possible. I'm going to go 3-1 City. I think City will not bottle it. They will not bottle it, which is a shame for Liverpool fans. But should we get in with Liverpool Wolves? Wolves have nothing to play for, apart from, they could be slipping down to 9th, 9th or 10th. So honestly, money can be lost there. They're just going for money. The higher you are, the more money you get. They can't go higher, but they can go 2 places lower. Honestly, Liverpool have to win. They can't draw. They draw, they're done because of goal difference. Unless City lose by a lot by Villa, Villa win 3-0, Liverpool draw, then I don't think that would be enough. I don't think that won't be enough. No, they'll have to lose 6-0 and for Liverpool to draw. So yeah, Liverpool have to win. And with Salah, I think he's injured, isn't he? Van Dijk's injured as well. So they're probably going to play a Jota, Mane, Diaz front three. I think that's the most. I think they're going to do Matip and Gomez, or Kanate probably play centre back. That's Kanate probably play centre back with Matip. They probably play Kanate in that centre back role. Now, Liverpool are really a good side, aren't they? They've got the Champions League to worry about as well. I don't actually know what the scores. I'm going to go 2-0 Liverpool. Yeah, I think Liverpool at home, they'll get the result done. 2-0. Yeah, that wraps up the video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell. I know I've only done not even half the predictions this season. I've done a few, but still, yeah, it's Premier League. Next season, full content coming. And yeah, sad. Last day of the season. There will be a reaction watch along thing, which they'll be uploaded probably Sunday night. Jesus. Yeah, Sunday night. Which is good. It could be League One. I'm not too sure if I'll do a League One. I could just do like a reaction to the League One, like a review even. So yeah. So from now on, if it's called reaction, unless I do the wrong name. If it's reaction, it's me reacting to the game. If it's review, it's me reviewing the game, like talking about the game like I do. A match reaction, Coventry 0, Hull City 2. That's a reaction. That'll be a review now, and a reaction will be, or sort of like a watch along. But yeah, just to let you know, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and see you guys in the next one. Peace out.